Hello, good afternoon mga ka-Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela. I am Ken Ira S. Banyaga, a grade 7 of Barugbu National High School. The COVID-19 pandemic brings society to a sophisticated situation. It affected many things. The school discouraged to conduct face-to-face learning modality due to the pandemic. The COVID-19 really brought many challenges to education quality to the students like me. In pursuing the quality education, SDO Isabela introduced radio-based instruction or Radyo Eskwela to the learners like me. Through this program, I can understand clearly the lessons that we, the learners, must learn. With the combination of Radyo Eskwela, it is easier for me to understand the lesson in my modules. So, I encourage other students to always tune in to the Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela. Dahil sa SDO Isabela, walang batang maiiwan.
Communication Hub and Literary Arts Center of SDO Isabela. SDO English Academy.
An analogy describes the relationship between words.
Subject, verb, or teacher.
One hand. English Academy.
Good day, grade 7 students! Today, you are listening to English Academy's Grade 7 English for Quarter 4. This is your radio teacher, Rosalyn, ready to give you an exciting learning engagement as we conquer the new adventure in English 7. Please find the most comfortable place for you to listen attentively and participate actively on the topic that we are going to deal with. Are you now ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Great! At this moment, you are tasked to discover through Philippine literature the need to work cooperatively and responsibly in today's global village. Specifically, you should be able to point out responsibility and cooperation as traits of the characters in the parable. So, let's get started! In the previous episode, you were taught to give importance in asserting one's identity in a diverse society. This means that everyone should be given the freedom to express his or her thoughts and ideas, and to listen while paying due attention. By learning and accepting every individual's uniqueness in a diverse society, it will also lead us to understand the value of responsibility and cooperation. In going through this episode, you have to extend your patience in understanding what you are listening to.
Okay!
For the first activity, I have here 4 well-known Filipino personalities who have asserted their identities with their valuable contributions to society. Do the names Jose Rizal, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Manny Pacquiao, and Angel Locsin ring a bell? I will provide a description and you tell me the person. Let's go! He fought for Filipino freedom through his writings. Who is he? That's correct. It's Jose Rizal. He advocates the war on drugs campaign and anti-graft and corruption. Among Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Manny Pacquiao, and Angel Locsin, who am I referring to? Amazing! It's Rodrigo Roa Duterte. This personality inspired Filipinos through his perseverance and act of prayer before and after his fight, which made him successful. Who is he? Very good, grade 7 learners! It's Manny Pacquiao. Here's another one. A celebrity who raised funds and provided assistance to Filipinos during calamities or crises. Who is it? That's wonderful! It's Angel Locsin. Of course, let us not forget that their programs and advocacies won't be successful without the cooperation of other people. So, in this lesson, you will know some of the Filipino values which are important in today's challenging world. Do you know what they are?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good! They are cooperation and responsibility. Young people like you are sometimes judged as incompetent and foolishly ignorant of what life is. Does this notion belittle your inner self to perform well? As you listen to the parable of the rainbow colors written by Juan M. Flavier, who served as the Secretary of Health under then-President Fidel V. Ramos, you will have the chance to understand how you should defend yourself from being belittled, and how you should set your strength to a broadened horizon. The parable will also help you explore your existing powerful characteristics while allowing others to be part of your success. But before listening to it, what is a parable? Correct! A parable, as in P-A-R-A-B-L-E, is a simple story used to illustrate a moral or spiritual lesson as told by Jesus in the Gospels. What about theme? A theme, or THEME, is the main topic or message that is being discussed or described in a piece of writing. And character? Nice one! A character, or CHARACTER, is a person in a novel, story, or movie. Did you know that there are two kinds of characters? They're called round or dynamic and flat or static. A round or dynamic character is a character with complex personalities, while a flat or static character is a character that never changes. Are you now ready to listen to the parable of the rainbow colors?
Yes, ma'am.
That's great! Listen and take note of the characters and their qualities. It all started as innocent statements by each of the colors. No attempt was made by anyone to denigrate the others. But as time went on, the colors' declaration became stronger and haughty with an overtone that tended to put down the other colors. Their claim became very explicit as who was the best color. It reached the point when the colors were actually quarreling. Said the color red, "I am the brightest, for red is the most striking." Why? Life-sustaining blood is color red. I represent courage and bravery. Even love symbols such as heart and roses are color red. The color yellow retorted, "What can be brighter than my yellow exemplified by the sun? I am the color of gaiety and warmth. Without me, only the eye-glaring ones remain." "What outlandish claims!" interposed the color orange. "Sunrise is orange, not yellow. I am important because I represent health and strength. Look, I ripen fruits and vegetables. They are predominantly orange." Well, if you are talking about vegetables and leaves, you are referring to my color, declared the color green. "I am the symbol of life. All the tribes in the fields and forests is the greenery I provide. I am the most important color." The color blue could not help it anymore. So it shouted, "What can be more expansive than the sky and the seas? Do you forget that the farthest skies and deepest seas are blue? I represent patriotism. I stand for depth of feelings and extensive spaces." The color indigo came out with a statement. "You talk about wide areas? I hope you realized that the largest area in the world is silent. And I represent that dimension with my color. It means thoughtfulness. It is prayer expressed in the deepest of feelings." Aha! You forget the pomp of royalty and power of violet, shouted the color violet. "I am wisdom and authority. What can be more overwhelming?" Suddenly, the rain interrupted the contentious exchange of arguments. "You are all probably all wrong and all right. Yes, you have all your unique features, but all of you have a special role. And more importantly, you need each other to give mixed colors beauty. From now on, you will not be seen separately. When it rains, a strip of colors will appear in the sky. You will appear together. You will be called a rainbow. You will then represent cooperation and hope." With that, the rain disappeared. And that ends the parable of the rainbow colors. Did you like the parable, my dear grade 7 learners?
Oh, yes!
I know you all did. Can you still remember the characters in the parable?
Yes, ma'am!
Very good. They are red, yellow, orange, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Who among these characters is considered flat or static? That's right! Based on the story, the flat or static characters are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And who is identified as the round or dynamic character? Your answer is correct. It is the rain. Always remember that round characters accept changes. They are responsible, cooperative, and flexible in any situation. However, flat characters oppose changes. If you were a character in the story, will you be flat or round? I guess the majority's answer is round or dynamic. Am I correct, dear grade 7 learners?
Oh, yes!
In the parable of the rainbow colors, cooperation and responsibility were greatly emphasized. Who reminded the colors about their uniqueness? Exactly! It was the rain that reminded the rainbow colors to stop quarreling and to work together instead. What have you realized based on our parable? Awesome! Readers or listeners are highly encouraged to do the same and to understand that despite individual differences, people can come together as one. And from there, we can achieve better results in whatever situation. Are you still with me, dear learners?
Yes, ma'am!
That's good! That's good! Let's continue then. The community, the church, and the home are the three common places where you are exposed every day. How will you encourage others to cooperate in these given places? I'm sure you have a lot of answers in mind. In the community, you are correct when you say you will follow rules imposed by the barangay officials on cleanliness and segregating of trashes from biodegradable or non-biodegradable materials. In church, you are correct when you say you will serve as a model to children in listening to the words of God and not playing or making unnecessary noise while the worship is going on. At home, you are perfectly right if you say you can encourage your siblings to cooperate in doing the household chores after studying your lessons. You did great! You never cease to amaze me, dear learners. Thus, I know you are ready for another challenge. This time, you will classify the following phrases of actions that you may or may not experience in your daily life. Identify each phrase as a responsible action or an irresponsible one. Take note, if you cooperate, then you are responsible. If you are responsible, then you cooperate.
Okay!
Number 1. Doing things without being told. Wonderful! The answer is responsible. Number 2. Disobeying rules and regulations. That's right! The answer is irresponsible. Number 3. making good choices. That's amazing! The answer is responsible. Number 4. Leaving learning tasks or activities unfinished. That's great! Because the answer is irresponsible. Number 5. Keeping your study table clean. Very good! The answer is responsible. You are all awesome learners! Congratulations, 7th graders! Again, this has been a meaningful day with you. If you encountered any difficulty in understanding today's lesson, do not hesitate to consult your teacher or your parents.
Okay!
And that concludes our fun lesson for today. We hope that through Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela, you will experience meaningful learning and gain a deep understanding of the relevant competencies. You can do it, guys! Keep the passion for learning because there's always fun in English. On behalf of the scriptwriter, Joy D. Patricia, together with the whole SDO Isabela RBI production team, yours truly is Teacher Rosalyn, your radio teacher and ultimate ka-shiner. Keep safe and God bless.
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela!